The first question that for many aspects becomes the key question about my projects of the last few years is why. Why, for instance, a classical pianist should be interested in contemporary music. Another important question is why electronic music? Well, actually, I think everything started few years ago when I was a piano student in Italy. So many doubts were born, especially on the researching aspect about the musical language. And the work we made in that period, both students and teachers, was for the 90% of the time around one question: how? So asking how to do something was often the only obsession we had to fight against too. The most frequent questions type were how to be more connected with the score, or how to be more precise, or how to eliminate mistakes, or I don't know, how to play faster, stronger, or with a wider dynamic range. And to answer to all of these questions, one of the most frequent answer was practice more. And that was. But you know, the only question that never appeared in that period was why. And the first time I really asked to myself the reason why about what I was doing, it was in front of a blank white page. Before, all the scores I had to face were so much full of many different informations that the only question I had to make to myself was how can I put together all these elements in a single and clear musical gesture. Of course, I was thinking as a performer. But once I was in front of a blank white page, the rules changed completely. One of the most interesting aspects in composing music is, without any doubts, the opportunity to build something completely new. Electronic and especially the electroacoustic music are today maybe the most related to the present and to the future music research ambient we have. For me, one of the most mind-involving projects is the visual acoustic world and the merging challenge about the visual and acoustic world. Starting from this idea and using many different video and audio recordings collected in December 2008 during a trip to New York City, I built the Twin Walls concept. Twin Walls is a composing work that was born to freeze the negligible moments of our daily life into an audio-visual structure. Working on the Twin Walls concept, I had the opportunity to create a sort of new composing style that I called the visual electroacoustic composition. And this kind of composition gives me the opportunity to create acoustic and visual structures and that respects since the first step the same style and the same narrative approach. And in this new magical box, the music and video coexist in the same shape and color, without any sort of leadership. And the constant evolution of shapes, colors, movements, and all the treatment itself were always connected in any step of the composing process, creating a sort of exciting parallel and at the same time interlaced workflow, where the acoustic world conducted the visual world and vice versa. Once I completed the work about the visual electroacoustic composition of twin walls, was born instantly the desire to create even a live performance based on the same concept. And built in the performance of twin walls, I decided to respect the original structure, dividing the performance in two different parts: abstract and concrete. In the first part, the acoustic objects are created by a grand piano, helped by a synth interaction, using also a great treatment of live electronics. In this way, the nature of the instrument itself is almost completely hidden, in the same way of the original concept. On the other hand, in the second part we can feel a less extreme acoustic wall. What was completely rebuilt it was the visual part. Because of we are talking about a performance, it's clear that the real-time element was suddenly become extremely important. To achieve this goal, the visual part was developed in a completely new way, using pure developing languages that allowed me to build a new software machine that interacts completely with the music. So on one hand we have a strong timeline to respect, and on the other hand we keep the unpredictable sense of what's going on during the performance that makes the performance unique every time it's performed.